Hello everyone and welcome to my Dark Souls series. Before we start, I'd like to go over a few things. One, I'm very sorry this took so long to get up. I went, I had a rather long week of technical difficulties. And I had to talk to an IT guy, I had to do 2 system restores, I had to wipe my entire PC, and I've had to re-download everything, get everything set up again. So I hope you'll forgive me for the time it took to get this up, but I hope it's worth it. Anyway, another thing is I purchased a microphone, and I tested it. Sounded way better on my end. I hope it sounds equally good on your end. And before I get into the game here, I chose the Deprived class. I've chosen Deprived because it's very balanced, and I like that. It'll help me in my build. You can of course choose whatever you want. Unless you're going for sorcery, for a sorcery build or a speed build, I highly recommend going with the warrior class to start with. It's a very good start set to help you in your new game. Right, so I went with Deprived, and I highly recommend choosing the Master Key as your gift if you're going to play the game. If you haven't played it already, the Master Key will open most things. The Master Key, that's what it does. But it'll really help you in some areas where you would have to go out of your way to obtain the key otherwise. So you're just going to come through here after you pick up your cell key, otherwise you aren't going to be able to get out of there. So don't bother killing these guys. All of these are just your tutorial messages. Actually, if you look at it, yeah, there's the other Asylum Demon that you will fight later in the game after you ring the 2 Bells of Awakening. I'm just going to come through here. Just ignore these guys, they won't do you any harm. It's not worth attacking them. Up the ladder here, and you're going to light this bonfire right here. Bonfires are very important to the game. They're essentially your checkpoint system, and they will heal you, give you back all your healing items, make your Estus flasks, which we will get shortly. I'm going to show you something a little interesting here. If you back up a little bit and then you look up, you can notice the Asylum Demon before he comes down to attack you. Just stick to the left here. You just roll through these pots, get them out of your way. Contrary to gaming instinct that I gained through the Legend of Zelda series, pots don't give you shit in this game, so don't worry about them. Just light this bonfire if you want, doesn't really matter. I don't know why I rested there. Doesn't matter. Just be careful, run over to the side here. Get your shield, whatever it is that you chose. Equip it. Come out here. You can either roll dodge them or you can block. Up here will be your weapon. So just equip that. Don't get rid of your straight sword hilt because that will come in handy later. A lot of these weapons you might go, oh, that's useless. They're not really 100% useless. Backstab, bitch. Okay, so backstabs are super powerful when you perform them. They're very helpful for you, but they can be a little hard to make happen. Okay, so just want to point this out. If you look over to your left, you'll see that item just sitting up there. Oh, take me, take me. You can't take it yet. You have to wait until you ring the 2 bells of awakening, then you can come back here. Okay, so we're gonna run into this area over here, but the only way to do that is to initiate a trap here. Before we do that, we're gonna run down here, and we're gonna open this door in case you die, because this will open up the shortcut. So I'm going to rest here. You want to rest at the bonfire because that initiates your checkpoint. So just saw me just rest there. I'm going to run back over here, run up the stairs, and then I'm going to show you a little trick so you don't get nailed by this cannonball thing sitting up here. So you can see the silhouette. There's a guy who's going to push that down towards you. What you're going to want to do is run up the side here, run back down, and you're fine. I'm going to run over here. I'm going to talk to Oscar of Astora. Now, I'm not going to talk through this because it's a very interesting message that he has to tell you.
Oh, you. You're not Hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I are both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Of course I will.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringest the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
So that's Oscar. Now, the backstory to this is that he originally came here to set undead free for that exact reason. And do you remember how I showed you the undead asylum demon sitting up on the top there? Well, if you notice this hole here and you notice the trajectory here, one might put together that Oscar was fighting the asylum demon and was catapulted from the roof there and unfortunately meets his demise. Later in the game, you will meet him again. Unfortunately, he will be hollow, and you will have to fight him. But at that point, you will be properly equipped, so nothing left to do here. You can actually kill him, but you don't need to. You'll get his souls anyway, which are very helpful in this game. So you heard that. That's him passing away, and you'll get his souls. There you go. Now, there's a guy right up here. Just put your shield up. Now, my plank shield doesn't really do a lot of damage reduction. It doesn't block all physical attack, so it's helpful, but it's not helpful. So you're gonna run up here. You're just gonna lure these guys out one by one because there is an archer back there. So kill that guy in one hit. One up here. Keep your shield up. Just lure him out. Let him hit you if you have to. And then attack. Now, see this archer. Just run up behind him. Sometimes you can get that. Sometimes you can get that backstab. Sometimes you can't. Don't worry about it. It's not make or break. Run in here. You don't have to come in here. This is totally optional. But let's run behind this guy. Backstab, bitch. Backstabs are very powerful and they do come in handy. So, got that guy, got those souls. Gonna run out here. Now, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna run in here, and don't run once you get out of the fog. You're gonna step forward. You're gonna look down. You're gonna see the asylum demon, and then you're gonna fall on top of him. And you're going to press your R1 button like this. This will do plenty of damage and make this fight a whole lot easier. Now, biggest tip for you in this case is be careful. You're just starting the game. You're gonna have to learn how to play. Don't jump in thinking you know how to play the game. Trust me, this game is not good for people like that. Now, when he does this is a really good opening for you to attack him. Just run back, come back, and hit him. Right, and just like that, I beat him. That's probably the fastest I've ever beaten in a new game. Okay, so what you're gonna do, don't run by, you're gonna run this way, and you're gonna open this door with the big pilgrim's key. But he doesn't, so that's really low. Well, it's not really low in this playthrough, I suppose. Just gonna come up here. You are gonna come back here at some point, and over to the side here, Snuggly the Crow. He's useful for items. You can trade him items, and he'll give you really interesting stuff, which can be really helpful. We will be coming back here in a later episode to obtain the Peculiar Doll and to defeat the other Asylum Demon. Alright, let's head over to Lordran.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
And we have arrived in Lordran. Now, the location we are currently at is Firelink Shrine. There we go. Now, once you get here, immediately rest at this bonfire. You really don't want to die and have to come all the way back. So you can do that, and you can level up. I'm going to level up my strength for now. Okay, now, what we're going to do is we're going to run around this area, and we're going to collect some items. Right over here is 3 humanity. Humanity is very helpful in this game. You're going to use it a lot. I can't get up there. I didn't talk to that NPC just because he doesn't really have any other... I already know what he's going to say. I'll get back to him once I've collected these items. Right here you have fire bombs. Now the fire bombs are, they're fire bombs, obviously. They're really helpful against certain enemies. I hope that I can show you which enemies are weak against them. Just past that guy, just come up here, run up these stairs, and you're going to turn around immediately here, and you'll get some souls. Soul of a Lost Undead. Now, don't use the Soul of a Lost Undead just yet, because you can trade them later on in the game for more than they're worth. Okay, now you're going to jump down here, turn around, run through here, hop out on the other side. Sometimes the camera will get a little wonky in these narrow spaces. Just be careful. Now there are like 4 chests in this area. Just run around getting them. Cracked Red Eye Orb is a online play item which will allow you to invade other players' games. Now, I personally don't use them because I'm not really big into PvP and I'm not a dick. And especially in the first playthrough, you really just want to avoid player versus player as much as you can. Yeah. Okay, so I got these. Run over here. I'm gonna collect this. User Lloyd's Talisman, another helpful player versus player item. I'm going to switch over to the Morning Star because it'll give me some bleeding damage against enemies. Now, I'm going to run through this area, try not to attack anyone, because I'm just here to gather some items. Hopefully I can make it through. The last time I did this, I bit the dust quite easily. Run around here. This is Zweihander, this is Zweihander is how it's pronounced. That's my main weapon. I love that weapon. The binoculars. Run back this way. Ooh, there you are. Okay, so I bit the dust. Doesn't really matter. I'm not trying to survive this area. It doesn't really matter if you die over there, because you have so few souls to begin with. So don't worry if you died, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to run back over there because there's a couple more items that I need to get. Okay, if you turn right here, follow over here, be careful right here, and come around this corner, you'll pick up another Soul of the Lost Undead. Just run over here. Try and be careful around edges like that. I almost went right off the ledge there. Just gonna run around these guys. Don't have any reason to fight them because I will die. Run over here, get the shield. I think I'm just gonna suicide off here because they will be... Ooh, that was really close. Yeah, I'm just gonna suicide off because these guys will just follow me back to the bonfire if I don't. So, I love that. I love when they do that. The AI in this game is pretty good for all intents and purposes, but you can trick them to just run off ledges. So, I think this is the final one that you can collect as of now. Like, you can open new things later. Not really. Just in this area. Just run around here. When you get to the side, just watch out for the cracks. Don't fall through the floor. You're going to have to run all the way over here again. Pick it up, you'll get more souls. So, I believe that's everything in this area for now. Right around Firelink Shrine. I'll show you how to get some useful items in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in and watching my first episode. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I'll see you next time.